Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, no matter where you are, no matter when you open or play this material, I would like to wish all of you welcome back again to the history class with me, Kang Lisan or Kang Lee. Today we already got the fifth material entitled Heuristic Criticism and Verification in the Big Team of History Research. This material is belong to the package C for the Phase A for the 10th class. And as an information, this material will be available into language that is English and also Bahasa Indonesia, and you are watching in English version right now. So if you feel uneasy to understand the material in English version, don't worry, you can just skip this video and play with the Bahasa Indonesia version. So let us begin our study for today. Okay, everyone. So let us understand a little bit about the learning objectives for today material. So we really hope that all of you will be able to use the conception of heuristic, criticism, and verification to solve the problem in history studies. Okay, actually, this is the very good quotes also that I would like to tell all of you. This is have a deep meaning that and also I agree with these quotes that history is the link to the future. If you know the history, you will know the future. I don't know who is the author of these quotes, but I agree with these quotes because when you want to know about the future, you will make a better future of our life. We certainly have to make sure learn from the past so we will not do the same mistaken, or maybe will be better version than today or than our past. Okay, everyone, we have to understand that the study of history is not a myth. It is not about the story that our father or our mother always tell to us when we will go to the sleep when we are still in the childhood life. So the study of history is not a myth, it is a series of actual events that occurred in the past. As a study, the history research that should be done with scientific method to reveal a historical event. And also, as the scientific method, the historical research should be passed over. I think it will be four steps. The first one is heuristic, that means collect the data from any sources. Second one, criticism or and verification, means verifying the originality of history sources. Third, interpretation. Means translating and understanding means and connectivity from the history sources that has been verified. And the fourth one is historiography, mean writing the research of the research or making a report. And let us recognize the step one by one. The first one is heuristic. Heuristic is a step where the researcher or historian starts to find the sources or historical data that are needed for the research. After the historian or the researcher done with their heuristic step, they are then continue to the criticism and verification. So the main goal of the history researcher conducting the verification or criticism of the sources is to test, check, and assess the validity of historical sources. This step was conducted with the goal that the historical sources used in the research are credible and authentic. Okay, the next one, interpretation. Interpretation. So, history interpretation could be defined as the translating activity toward the history sources that is possible to make the subjectivity. In general, when we conducting analysis on historical heritage, we will find the shape, picture, symbol, and any other from several media that should be translated and defined. This is the meaning of the step of interpretation. Okay, the fourth one, and actually it will be the last step of our the activity of the history research is historiography. Historiography is a step where the researcher or historian writes the result of the interpretation of historical fact. The shape of historiography could be the publication or the report of history research. The historiography result should be published and known by other people or institution. So the result could be said to can be accounted for. Okay, everyone. Let us talk a little bit about historiography. There are three kind of historiography that divide, but according to the when the historiography was done. The first one, the traditional historiography, usually will be about the historiography in the past, just like from the manuscript. Or as you know, we know as Sundanese, we have like Sanghyang Siksa Kandang Karesya, the manuscript of that yeah, that script is also known as traditional historiography. The second one is colonial historiography that usually will be published when the colonial era, for example, like the uh, messenger of Andres Christopher the Wild to his friends when he changed the name of Sukabumi, the name of Chikole to Sukabumi. It could be called as the colonial historiography. And the third one is a modern historiography that you can see. This is the book entitled Sukabumi the Untold Story that write by Irman Firmansyah. This is a historian from Sukabumi. This book is tell us about the history of Sukabumi, but it was written in 2016, so it could be called as a modern historiography because it talk about the Sukabumi in the past, but it just then published in the modern era of Sukabumi after around this century. Okay, let's talk about the homework. I know all of you will be had it, but I hope all of you also will be enjoy with all of the tasks that I've give to you. Do you still remember your history research that should be done in the third meeting? Let's dissect the data that you have collected by giving them highlights of the data that felt inaccurate or should be confirmed the accuracy. You can do it by your own self, no matter you can write it or just like write it in your laptop through the online document, or it will be conventional through the paper. But please, I will call all of you as a historian. You can do your best to give the highlight to the data that feel inaccurate or should be confirmed the accuracy. Okay, everyone, I think it will be done since we are already reached the last slide of this material. I would like to wish all of you a thank you very much for your attention to this class and hope all of you will be understand what is the material that I've delivered today. But if you have any question or you don't really understand about the material, then hesitate to contact me as a personal through my contact person, as you can see in this slide, or you can see me the electronic mails through the address that you can see also in this slide. Maybe we can also have some discussion about the history if you want. Or don't hesitate also to like say hi to me when we are meet in the route, no matter you are in Sukabumi or any other city, or we meet maybe in abroad. Yeah. Thank you very much for your attention. I really apologize with my limited English. I try to do my best to deliver this material in English version. Thank you very much. Hatur nuhun, syizia, sukron, bahu kubuk. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.